Hi, welcome to hashtag 5 minute comp sci with me, Master Han, and this is something I'm trying out, so I'm gonna try it out, see how well it goes. Okay, so hashtag 5 minute comp sci, what is it about? So I have it right here. Easily digestible 5 minutes of computer science instruction for AP Computer Science principals, principals, uh, principal students and student and the AP Computer Science A student. Okay, so this is episode 0 and it's titled A Little About Arrays. And I'm going to be using and I'll have all this in the description box below. So uh, I'm going to talk a little about arrays. Arrays have three very important properties. The size of the array is fixed. Once created, the size is fixed. You can't increase or decrease. Cannot be changed. Arrays can only hold one type of data. So if we create an integer array, then it can only hold integers. Now, every item or element in the array has an index. The first item or element of an array always has the index of 0. Okay? Now, a good analogy to use to try to understand arrays is a parking lot. Okay? Arrays and parking lots in the real world, they have very similar properties. Okay? Like I said before, the number of parking slots in a parking lot is fixed. Right? Just like an array in Java, the size of the array is fixed. Oops, what does that do? A parking lot is usually designed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A parking lot is usually designed only for a certain type of automobile, sedans, trucks, SUVs, compacts, and etc. Usually you don't see an airplane or a boat or a helicopter in a parking lot because it's not designed for that. The parking slots are not that big. Okay, and just like arrays in Java have indexes, have some kind of index or code, right? So some parking lots, not all parking lots, some parking lots have each parking slot will have a code, which will help drivers find their vehicles when they come back to the parking lot. Okay. Now I want to show you some. Now I want to just show you some very simple code. So if we look at here, if we look at line 5, we see that we had the line 5 declares an integer array. The name of array is an array, and the type of array is an integer array. Okay. Now in line 8, we're actually defining the size of the array. Okay. So the array has a size of 5 slots or parking slots, right, for 5 integers. Okay. And then if we look at line 11, if we look at line 11, line 13, 15, 16, and 17, then we see that now we're filling up the parking lot, this parking lot of integers with integers. Okay. And again, like I said before, in an array, when we have an array, the first index of the first item of the array will have an index of 0. Okay, so an array and its index is 0. And in the first parking slot, we're going to put in the integer 100. Okay. And then in the second slot, we're putting in the integer 200 and on and on and on. Actually, they're in sequence, okay, in the increments of 100. Okay. Now, how do we access anything in the array? Well, first we need to have the name of the array, right? The name of the array, right? If we look at line 19, right, I've highlighted the name of the array, which is called an array, and then I need to use square brackets, and then I need to use the index of the item or element that we want to access. Okay. Now, if we run this, right? If we run this, we're going to print the integer. We're going to print out the value that's inside, which is 100, right? We printed out, can you see that? I highlighted 100, okay. So we printed out so we printed out the first element of the array, an array, what's inside of the first element, which has the index of 0, It's the integer 100. Okay, I've run out of time. Thank you for following along with me in my first episode of hashtag 5 minute comp sci. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.